You probably know that the CCP's top leaders and their staff are now gathered in Beidaihe for their annual 2-week seaside retreat. Behind closed doors, they're locked in heated debates and secretive meetings to bargain for power ahead of the fourth plenum in October. Leaked information suggests the power struggle is spiraling out of control. While the CCP leaders are enjoying their summer retreat while fighting each other for power and control, the country is being battered on multiple fronts. So in Beijing and parts of northern China, severe flooding has displaced tens of thousands of people. In the south, especially in Guangdong, people are coping with both floods and a major virus outbreak. It's called, I hope I'm pronouncing it right, chikungunya virus outbreak. And then in Henan, China's main grain-producing province, a severe drought threatens this year's harvest. Some anticipate food shortages in the near future. And then on the social front, people across China are showing support for residents in Jiangyou, Sichuan, who stood up for a girl who was bullied and her disabled parents by flooding the live chat during the university games in Chengdu with protest messages. And then in Kunming, Yunnan, a brave young man, I'm not sure if he's young, but a brave man was spotted today holding a poster reading. What does his poster say? Can you see? It says Xi Jinping out. His courage is admirable. I mean, it's unthinkable. This is in China. Meanwhile, the regime's propaganda apparatus is promoting an anti-Japanese movie called Nanjing Photo Studio, Nanjing Zhaoxiangguan. And then I think the English name for the movie is called Dead to Rights. However, one netizen commented sarcastically. He said, "The Japanese are not bad. When we fight them, we become heroes. The CCP is worse. When we oppose them, we become criminals." So that's the mood on the ground, and it may get worse in just a month because the CCP has announced a new policy that could further strangle China's already struggling economy. And this is severe. So starting September 1, China will fully enforce its new social insurance rules. By law, both employers and employees must contribute, no exceptions. Previously, workers could opt out by signing a waiver with their employer, sometimes receiving a small cash subsidy instead. Many preferred this because social insurance contributions take a big bite out of their paycheck, and they don't trust the government to still have the money when they retire. With contributions mandatory, the policy could be the final blow to China's struggling economy. So you might say, well, I mean, in the US, we have what, FICA, right? FICA tax, which the employer pays, and then the employee also pays a part of it. But in China, it's a different matter. So let me give you a real life case for a small steamed bun eatery in Beijing. And this was based on a netizen's recorded conversation with a neighborhood eatery owner. So the owner hires 5 employees at 5,000 yuan a month each. Currently, he buys no insurance for him, social insurance for himself or any of his staff. Under the new rules, he must pay 1,950 yuan per employee, while each worker must contribute 780 yuan. That's a total of 2,730 yuan per month per employee. Now, if you do the math, that's 55% of their salary. How could that be? That's high. Because the calculation isn't based on their actual wage, but based on Beijing's minimum social insurance base salary of 7,353 yuan, making the official rate about 37%. But the real percentage is like 55%. So this owner says that his employees won't pay their share because they don't earn enough, and they will quit if forced. So he'd have to cover it himself and pay the entire 2,730 yuan per person. And if you do the math, 2,730 times 5 employees, that's 3,650 yuan extra each month. This doesn't include the insurance he has to pay for himself. So if he includes himself, that's over 16,000 yuan a month, which is about $2,400 a month. Now, for a small eatery in Beijing, that's totally unsustainable. So he says he will have to close his business within a month if the rule takes effect. Now, $2,400 a month, it's even high for a small business in the US that employs 5 people. I mean, for a small eatery in the US that hires 5 people, a sudden increase of 2,400 a month is substantial. So for this Beijing restaurant owner, he has no option but to close his business. The ripple effects will be felt on a massive scale. Once this policy kicks in, many small businesses, restaurants, hairdressers, small shops, workshops will fold. Unemployment will spike. Even those who keep their jobs will take home less pay, as most employers will simply deduct the employee's share from their paycheck. And that's a 10 to 15% pay cut. This will further depress consumer spending in an economy already struggling with weak demand. However, one group will benefit from this new policy, and you will never imagine who those will be. Retirees. Employers don't have to pay social insurance if they hire retirees. And this will disrupt the job markets in China. Seniors will become more attractive hires than young people. They will flip the job market upside down. But think about it, how many seniors will want to work given their lucrative pension? I mean, I'm talking about the seniors in the cities. I mean, the seniors in the countryside, they don't get anything, period. So I think what will happen is you'll see a grandma or a grandpa will go for an interview and then sending his or her grandson or granddaughter to actually do the job. Don't laugh. The Chinese will do it. This will happen. And this mandate comes amid a fiscal crisis. In July, it was revealed that 13 provinces had illegally diverted tens of billions of yuan from pension funds to cover local government debt and operating expenses. And this was allegedly revealed by China's Bureau of Statistics. I think 13 may be a conservative number. I think it could be more. But basically, the funds are already out of whack. The government needs more money to fill the hole, and therefore the mandatory contributions kick in. The truth is, this isn't insurance. It's effectively another tax, officially 37%, but it can be up to 55% in practice. And for many people in China, that's the final straw.